Mike Detillier along with Greg Stott from Thibodaux Regional Medical Center. One of the things happening, I think you pretty close with the new cancer center that's going up there. Yes. And what I think about it, I know down here, every life is touched by some form of cancer. My mom had colon cancer when I was 5 years old. Her percentage to survive was less than 20%. She lived until she was 88 years old. She was one of the survivors of it, but I think a lot of people didn't back then. And the cancer care given, and she had her surgery and everything done at the old Thibodaux Hospital. Not the new one, but the old one. So it goes to show, I think that is going to be the real game changer. Because a lot of people don't want to travel to New Orleans or have to go to Houston, Texas, or whatever. Yes. That this is going to give them an opportunity to travel close, get great care, and it gives you that one little small word you use, but I think it's important: hope.
Yeah, well, hope is huge. You know, the Cancer Center, we intend to dedicate up the second week in December. There'll be 3 days of that, and we hope that many people will come and experience it. And there was a lot of work went into the design of that building and the building of it for those purposes that you just mentioned. And purpose is huge. Why are you here? Why is this hospital here? And it's to serve the people that live here. It's not a corporate purpose. It's not some kind of strategy. It's all that. We have some of those, but it's really during a hurricane and for these serious issues like cancer that people face every day. Are you there? And if you're there, how good are you at what you do? So I think the center, Mike, thank you for bringing it up, is we've done everything we can to design and build a first-rate cancer facility. When people come in there, they're going to say, I have hope. This gives me hope, just the feeling of the building. And then the clinical care and all the other things that have to be there as well for it to be an excellent place. We're going to be there.
Also, to the mental part of it too, when you go through it, I know my mom had some depression issues afterwards, and understanding how close she came to passing away. And back then there wasn't, you didn't go and talk to somebody about it, and she got over that sort of thing. But that is part of too, when you have something like cancer, to talk to people who've had it, talk to people who can kind of walk you through the things, and especially when you have young kids and you have people to take care of, that's a lot on your mind at that point.
It's a heavy burden to bear, and it's a difficult journey for most people, very difficult. So you have the emotional and the spiritual. Part of it is huge, and those two together, tied together closely. There's a beautiful chapel that we designed and built inside the new Cancer Institute. It has stained glass windows and things in it. And that facility is meant, in my opinion, I had a lot to do with the design, so I hope people like it. But with those elements of healing, it is speaking to the human spirit, the human soul, and it's saying the right things to them that give them hope and strength to go on. Your mother was probably a remarkable person. She had the will to live.
Yep.
But where do people draw from that? And usually it's faith. It doesn't probably get talked enough about in the healthcare clinical aspects of things, but it's big time in there.
Because it's between your ears and your heart. It helps out everything else. No, because I saw it with her. Her faith and her toughness got her through it. The surgery went okay, but it's just overcoming. She spent 8 weeks in the hospital back then. You don't spend 8 weeks in the hospital with cancer today. You normally the surgery, and you out pretty fairly quickly.
If you go down to the Co-Cathedral in Thibodaux, and look at the lines on that building, the arches, the clay tile roof, and go over and look at the Cancer Institute.
It's the same?
You're going to see
Similar.
I brought the architects over there, and I said, awesome. To me, this building is definitive of this culture and people here. They took a lot of pictures of it, and we had a lot of discussion in the design phases and changes, lots of them, to get to where we are. So, building's flooded with natural light. It's not a dark place. There's no little dark spots in it. It's open. I think during during, after, whenever, before treatment, that people are going to respond well to it, and hopefully it really is, truly is, lived up to what we hoped it will for the people of this area.
Greg, thanks so much.
Thank you.